How's life out of the bullpen?
Pretty good. It's really good. I think, you know, having a set role in the bullpen and not, kind of knowing when you're going to come in, it's more of at the end of the game. You kind of have a stable routine with that. So life's been good out of there, and I think the mentality out of there is just, give everything I have in whatever spot we're in. So it kind of makes that easy.
How late into your training through the off season or preseason did you find out that you were gonna go bullpen first?
I found out 2 weeks before the season that was the plan. I'd been training as a starter and long tossing and doing all that pretty much all throughout the fall and beginning of the winter. And Coach Hawk got an idea and brought me in. Was like, hey, I think that you'd be really, really good for this. And I agreed. And I kind of started getting the hang of it in the last couple of scrimmages, and so far it's been working out pretty well, and I'm very excited to dive deeper into that role and kind of take it to a new level.
How do you feel like your stuff has been playing so far this year?
I feel like everything's been pretty good. 2 outings so far, one shaky, one really good, and I just think that's just a result of the preparation. I think, in terms of stuff, I think the fastball's been working really well. Changeup's been pretty much on for me, and I've got other 2 pitches that I can go to at any time, so kind of makes it pretty good for a closer to have 4 pitches, which is nice, and I have that. So
Waz is talking about leaning on veterans this year. What's that role kind of been like for you?
I just think it's more of just experience and leadership for the veterans. I think a lot of the young guys look up to us in terms of just how it looks like. Waz talks a lot about, hey, this is what it's going to look like, and I think us veterans, we kind of provide the image for that for the young guys. So in terms of, on the field stuff and how we carry ourselves, I think that's just what he's looking for us to do, is just show everybody else kind of what it looks like in terms of experience and presence. And so that's, I think, why he's leaning on the veterans so much.
You guys have a lot of young guys in the bullpen, especially. Do you feel like your experience to lead by example has worked out so far this year?
Yeah, I think so. And I love the growth that our young guys have made so far. I think they're really starting to buy in to the process, kind of how we talk about process all the time. And so it's really nice to see the young guys start to buy in more and more and more every day. And it's kind of cool being an old guy around here when they look up to us and ask us questions and be like, hey, how do you approach this, or how do you do this? So it's kind of fun when you get those questions from the young guys, because you get to pass on your knowledge and pass on what you've learned. So
is there a young guy in particular, or younger guys, just multiple of them, who have been asking stuff like that?
Yeah, there's been a couple. I mean, Cole Stokes asks me some questions sometimes, Colin Clark, Sammy Kova, those guys. And some guys that haven't gotten the chance yet, Finn Chapman, talked with him a lot too. And so, especially those freshmen and other guys as well too. So, I've just been trying to do the best I can, and as a leader and as a player, and just provide some legacy and leave this pitching staff better than when I found it.
You got a very unique, very custom-looking glove this year that pays tribute to kind of your heritage. What does that mean for you?
Yeah, I think my Mexican heritage is important. I got a Mexican flag on there, and obviously the mint coloring is very loud. It's my senior year. It's my last time playing college baseball, and so I wanted to go all out and kind of be loud. And yeah, that Mexican flag is pretty important to me, just in my heritage. And taking a Latino roots class actually this term, and I've kind of been asking my parents and asking my dad's extended family kind of where I come from, and learning more and more about it every day. So I've learned a lot about myself and kind of my family from this year alone, which is actually pretty cool. So I think that's very important to me.
You mentioned that it is your last year of college ball. How different of a team, of an Oregon team specifically, is this year's compared to last year, 2 years, 3 years ago? Just where you guys have a lot of arms, a lot of depth there in the bullpen, some real good talent there. How different is it to pitch on this team compared to the last couple of years?
I think it's the best we've ever been, in my personal opinion. We have depth, we have talent, we have experience, we have leadership, and on the offensive side too. I mean, offensively, we've been a powerhouse school for the last few years, and nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. We've brought guys in, we've developed them really good. Jack Marter does a fantastic job along with Coach Hinkle and now Gavin Grant, who's a grad assistant. They do a fantastic job developing the offense, developing the defense, and I would say just Waz kind of brings it all together with us. And Coach Hawk's been amazing to us as a pitching staff, coming in as a new coach. But in terms of just the team, it's been the best it's ever been, and we're gonna go a long ways this year. And it's kind of on us to take it as far as we can.
We talked a lot last year about kind of the new PK Park dimensions and how they've helped the offense. But what's that change been like for you guys as a pitching staff? What adjustments maybe have you needed to make to that?
Yeah, not really adjustment in our pitching, but kind of in our mentality, just going for it every single pitch. And if we keep that mentality all throughout the game, good stuff's going to happen. So, we don't really pay attention to the ballpark dimensions that we play in or the hitters that we face. It's just how can we go for it every single pitch, every single day in our work. So that's been really working well for us. We're going to continue to do that.
What's it like having Gavin on the bench? A guy who you played with last year, who's now one of your coaches.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird, and it's fun to see him in the high pants now with the coaches, and because he's always been a player to me. I've always known him as just a teammate, and now he's a coach now. But he's been amazing. He's probably going to make it into a career in whatever he does. But it's been really cool having him on the staff and having him stick around because he knows about the regional team we had my freshman year and kind of the teams that we've had in the past, and he kind of provides coaching leadership, but also like a player leadership as well with the guys that just came in, the guys who have been here only a year. He knows what it is. He knows how it is as a player, and he can provide that wisdom as a coach now.
How much have you seen the fan support grow from when you first got here on campus to now?
It's grown exponentially. It's been amazing. I think before I got here, what I've heard is, the team culture and the fan culture wasn't really it. And I think as we've done better and better over the years, as we've accumulated more accolades, as we've gone farther in the postseason, the fan culture and the fan presence in the stadium has just really grown. I think that's really cool. And I think that's just a result of us putting in the hard work every day and showing pretty much everybody who comes out to the ballpark, hey, we're about it. And, we're going to work hard every single day. We're going to put 100% into our preparation, and this is what you guys get to see. So it's been pretty cool, just seeing everybody come to the stadium, seeing more and more new people come find out what Oregon baseball is all about. So, it's just been cool to see that growth from everything.